Hello, my name is Reggie Bray. I'm an Operations Section Chief with Pacific Northwest Team 2, and this is the Dolan Fire Briefing for Tuesday, September the 22nd. Really a lot of good work has been done over the fire area. Last night, very minimal fire behavior. The night operation said there was very quiet all across the fire. Our infrared signature, heat signature that we fly during the nighttime and get the report out in the morning showed just a little bit of heat just north of Junipero Sierra Peak, and then of course still a lot of mixed heat inside the perimeter, inside our containment lines down here north of McKern Road. Just a little bit about the operations today. We will be transitioning today with California Team 15. That will occur at 1800 this evening. During the rest of the shift prior to that, PNW 2 will still have command of the fire. So that today our operations will start in the northwest part of the fire again. Really overall, really quiet. A lot of good work being done up here, McQuay Ridge, up to the North Coast Ridge Road, over to Anderson Peak. We're just beginning to backhaul all of the hose, pumps, things like that to get them back into our cache system so that they can be sent out to other fires that are elsewhere in California and across the country, specifically the West. But a lot of good work being done along Highway 1. Really quiet, really not having a lot of issues with Highway 1 until we get down to the very southern end of the fire, just north of Pacific Valley, where that latest bit of burnout has occurred. We completed that a couple of days ago, so we're still continuing to watch that, but really the good news is that Highway 1 was opened up to the public for through traffic. So Highway 1 is now open. We do ask that you just really watch, if you travel that you watch for firefighters and firefighting resources, especially down here on the southern end of the fire along the highway, please. Moving over to the north side of the fire, Arroyo Seco, again, we will have resources in there. Everything is really far as operationally task. Our structure prep is completed. Our primary containment lines are completed as far as an indirect strategy. We continue to really focus on the fire that's south of Arroyo Seco, off of the Arroyo Seco Road down to the Arroyo Seco River, and then around from the Arroyo Seco Road down into Santa Lucia Creek, and then as the fire edge that comes around, and then this little bit of heat that's just to the northeast of Junipero Sierra Peak. Really want to just focus our resources, especially our aviation. We'll monitor that by air this afternoon, today, throughout the day. We'll begin to put retardant and water on that to any places that we see with some heat. And so we still have the MRB, the mobile retardant base, here at Seco, as well as some other aviation assets there and down at Tusi Hela Base. So the focus will be, and the information we're passing off to the incoming team is, we really want to focus on this, make sure that we keep, if we start to see anything really pop up in there as far as smokes or some heat, we're going to start putting a retardant and water on that as soon as possible. Moving around to the east side of the fire, it's really been quiet over here as well. The fire looks really good along Del Venturi Road. Again, all of our structure prep around the AV Ranch, Coleman Canyon, everything that we have in place to keep fire out of Pine Canyon is established. Crews are just pretty much, resources are just standing by, just waiting if they need to, and we're just patrolling this, the Del Venturi down to the Nacimiento Ferguson Road down here in Fort Hunter Liggett. The McKern Road that was fired a few days ago continues to hold well. We just keep to securing that edge and patrolling back to the South Coast Ridge Road, and then getting resources down onto Pruitt Ridge. We're starting to show some containment on Pruitt Ridge, so that's good. Really, that locks in this south part of the fire, and really we feel really good about that southern progression is stopped. and won't continue to the south and threaten Pacific Valley or anything on down south along the coast. I will say that with the weather coming up in the next few days, after after we leave here, we're looking at triple-digit heat again. There is some unchecked line out here that we just aren't able to put ground resources on because it's just not safe enough. So there always is that chance and risk that something could spark out, get outside where we're trying to keep it contained, get outside the footprint. But we're trying to be diligent and pass that information on to the incoming team, and really, the importance and the necessity to keep this in check. It's really been a pleasure to serve the firefighters here and to pass information on to the public, and we just appreciate it. Thank you. That's the end of the briefing.